So as you can see, the gym is not happening today. No way I'm gonna be able to get out. Even if I did, no way I'd be able to make it back because it is coming down. It's like 12 degrees. Luckily I've got some equipment in my basement, so we're gonna see if we can get a workout in anyways. So I'll see you guys down there. Alright, here it is. As you can see, don't really have much equipment. Hopefully it's going to be enough to get the job done. We got barbell, got some dumbbells down here. Over there in that mess of stuff is a pull-up bar. So today we've got a pull workout, all my pulling movements, back, biceps, traps, rear delts. We're gonna have to get kind of creative with the exercises because, you know, it's not the exact equipment or exercises I'd be doing at the gym just because the equipment's limited, but we're still gonna be able to get a good workout in.
Yeah. Yeah. What? True. Sweat.
As you can see, it was pretty cramped. Everything was kind of, you know, piled into heaps of just junk, so I had to like climb over things, making it a little risky to actually work out. So what you just saw on the screen there was me trying to rig up some dumbbells because my program calls for doing sets of 8 to 12 with 70 pounds on neutral grip pull-ups. Unfortunately, I don't have a weight belt or I couldn't do neutral grip, so I did underhand grip. And I tried to rig up some weights so that I could actually do 70 pounds since I don't have a, you know, belt to attach weights to. Unfortunately, it did not work. On this first set, it fell. I refixed it and then tried it again, fell again. So then I just did body weight to tire myself out. And also holding that weight with my legs was giving me the worst hamstring cramp. So then I went upstairs and I found two old belts. It's that old like cloth, I don't know, type belt that was popular in middle school. Had a couple left over from then. Decided I would try to find a way to rig up my 70 pounds so that I could try to hit my numbers. So what I did is I took one belt, looped it and tied it around the weights, took the other belt and fed it through my Inzer belt and then tied the two belts together. As you can see, it did kind of work, although I would not recommend it because in order for the Inzer belt to actually support the weight, I had to, you know, clamp down the lever, which made it extremely tight, and then that tightness plus the actual weight pulling down on it made it very uncomfortable. So I would not recommend it, although it did work. I was so distracted by like the pain or whatever that I just wasn't able to hit my reps. I think I got 6 when I was aiming for, you know, 8 to 12. Alright, that worked, but not that well. It's hurt my back. I don't know. We're not going to end up doing that because I don't want to risk ruining my belt. So I'm just going to do one dumbbell between the legs, you know, the standard way. But I'm going to have to use lighter weight, so. So you heard the man. On the last set, I just used the 40-pound dumbbell and just, you know, tried to do more reps. But after pull-ups, we moved on to one-arm dumbbell row. And typically my program calls for seal row, which is basically just a chest-supported row. And I used to do the one-arm dumbbell rows all the time, you know, it was my preferred rowing movement. But I haven't done them in a long time, and the next day my abs were so sore, like way more sore than, you know, if I was to do squats, deadlifts, and then extra ab work, just because, you know, when you're only using one arm, you're having to constantly support and stabilize your core, from that torque and twist in your spine. Or rather, to make sure there's no torque or twist. But you'll see most people doing one-arm dumbbell rows, kneeling on a bench. And for me, that is extremely uncomfortable. I could never quite find the right positioning. Something would hurt when I did it, whether it be my knee from all the pressure on the bench, the knee is taking a lot of pressure, or, my support arm, I would end up putting a lot of pressure on it, and it would just add to a lot of negative pressure on my elbow. So for me, I found that just, doing a staggered step and then holding onto a bench worked a lot better, allows me to put up more weight more comfortably. But after the dumbbell rows, we moved on to a wider grip overhand pull-up. At this point, I was just so done with trying to do weighted pull-ups that I just repped it out for body weight. I think I did like 3 sets of 15, although the reps are getting pretty sloppy. Now I have 2 separate pull days throughout the week. I have a hypertrophy-based pull day, which is the one that you're watching now, and I also have a strength-based pull day. And so the difference, there's obviously some differences in exercises and rep ranges, but then there's also a difference in how I perform the movements. So for the hypertrophy day, I really try to focus on the contraction and controlling the weight. So as you can see on the screen now, the way I'm doing these bicep curls is, I'm completing the concentric portion as normally, trying to get the weight up as quickly as possible, but then I'm trying to control the negative. So for instance, on both pull days, I typically do dumbbell curls, although I had to do barbell since I didn't have dumbbells heavy enough. On the hypertrophy day, I do lighter weight, but I really, I try to hold it for like a half second at the top and then do like a 2-second negative portion of the rep. And then on the strength day, I just do heavier weight and don't control the negative as much. I still lower it in a safe manner, but I'm not actively trying to exaggerate the eccentric portion. Well, we finished it off with some shrugs for the thugs. What? Or some shrugs for the hugs, I don't know. I just used 225 for sets of 15, and that's 55-pound bar, by the way. Alright, I just finished up. I gotta do this quick because the battery's about to die. But to be honest, that was a pretty mediocre workout, but it was better than nothing. You can't really, there's certain things that, certain circumstances that you can't control, but you got to find a way to somehow still, reach your goals. And for me, that was doing a, less than perfect workout, but still getting it in, still stimulating some sort of growth, some sort of progress.